Hello, boys and girls. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. I just heard from Hooples and Tyler of Let's Talk Prepping and High Desert Pioneer. I'm closer to High Desert Pioneer, and we are going to rescue Jett 001 and High Desert Pioneer in the Carson City area. Uncle Al's tired. The third wave of the flu hit us hard again. This time we had 10,000 people dead. I'm running out of places to bury them. Okay, I'm using a wood chipper to grind. It's disgusting as hell, but I'm running out of space to bury people. So we dug a massive grave. I grind people up and I toss them in the grave. Now I know Hubble's cat's freaking out. I know a few other people's freaking out. But Uncle Alan's at his limit. I'm tired. Okay, so far this is what's happening on the West Coast because Hubble's cat has no information. I got satellite, I got ham, I got military radio. The government in Sacramento has fallen. I have 30 idiot Democrats saying they're the leader or president. I am still in contact with Congress on the East Coast. I have all these crazed Democrats popping all over the place saying they're the leader or they're the president. I gave order to all National Guard troops that hears my voice to come and join up, and we have locations. And I told them anybody follow these people or should be arrested as traitors. Now I am tired. I had to give up one of my surgeries because we don't have power and half the hospital staff is now dead. So treatment for my brain problems, the holes in my head, it's getting worse. So the flu won't kill me, other things will. But way my luck is running out. Already half my family died. So I can't share tears that Kitty and Hubble's cat. It's very sad, but after you bury half of your 17 grandnephews and nieces, I don't have any more tears. Okay, so far I got new headquarters in Fresno. I'm still based in Visalia. Um, Fresno has become an international hub, and I'm making sure that Fresno stays an international hub. We have an earthenware wall around the city and a moat. I am not taking any bloody chances. I still got the hacking cough because I got lung troubles. This is a fictional account. Okay, so don't freak out, kids. Uncle Alan's not in charge and he's not an administrator. This is a fictional account. Okay, I just received through the internet spotty that I think Kitty died and maybe the rest of his family died up in the Shire. I have no idea. Transmission was spotty and broken. All I heard was Tyler was very sick and was on his deathbed, I think. And then last I heard about High Desert Pioneer and Jett 001, they were shooting at, I think, raiders. Not too sure. I have my own problem with raiders and other things. Now, my National Guard strength has increased. I got Marines, National Guard, Coast Guard. I have 2 cutters. I have a cruiser and a destroyer. Okay, I'm supposed to be retired. I'm not supposed to do this crud. All right, I've been popping a lot of drugs. You want to see how high Uncle Alan gets? I got a whole shoebox, and it's keeping me running. I'm working like a 82-hour week, and I'm kind of pale and sick. Okay, we got tanks. Hard part is planes. I do have a few low-level fighter craft, but they cost too much time in the air with uh, whatchamacallit. There's the brain damage going. Aviation fuel. I do have a small refinery and most of the fuels we're producing is low-level gas and diesel. Okay, if you're not hooked up to diesel, you're screwed. I have gas for a few helicopters, and the jets are totally useless, and the A-10s are totally useless. And I think my machine's slowing down. Uncle is tired, and so is the machine. So anyway, let's see. So far, since the third wave hit, we buried roughly about 10,000 people in Visalia. That's another third of the population that passed away. Now, the measurements, protective measurements I did with the kids, they're all safe away from everybody else. Score one for me. Now, I do have problems with raiders, and some idiot did something stupid as hell. Now, Fresno and Northern California, some idiot let go all the exotic animals. Free the animals. I shot that bastard myself. So, not only do I have raiders, I have exotic animals roaming around. And we don't have that many elephant guns. And whatever 50 calibers I got, it's on elephant patrol, which is kind of weird because they're doing really good. So is rhinos and hippos and every other exotic creatures. Now I've got gators in certain rivers and lakes. I hope the cold will kill them. Between them, the boa constrictors and the giant rats. I can't think of the name right now. I have a mess and I'm tired. Now, nice thing is, I'm not alone. There's a 49-year-old Filipino woman looking after me, and this girl I picked up that was being held, black girl, was being held as a slave. I thought it was a bunch of white slavers. Wrong. A bunch of black slavers. Black people holding other people as slaves. I put my foot down. That ended quick. They're hanging inside. Well, not hanging around. I shot most of them, but their ringleaders, they're hanging around. Okay, I'm not kidding around. When you enslave people, you say you're a Democrat, and you succeeded from the Union, saying there's no more of a government, we're taking our own matters in the old hands. You got Uncle Allen to face. I'm a mean old cuss, and the American flag still flies. Again, this is a fictional account. Now, I do have older tanks. The Abrams runs on, again, aviation fuel. Can't run the Abrams, but I got a lot of the older tanks. I'm tired. I got the new battle trucks. I'm trying to figure out how to put a 75 millimeter on one or two. I'm tired and I'm sick. Okay. And then let's see. Oh yeah, Russia tried to invade San Francisco. That was a flop. Their tanks are in the middle of the bay. They tried their amphibious tanks, went off the boat, dropped like a rock. So that tank invasion at San Francisco totally wasted. And I got rounded up. I told the Russians, never do that again. I have 2 Titan missiles. So if I don't get word from the president and somebody else tries their funny business on the United States, I got 2 Titan missiles. Okay? I can't explain how I got it, but I do have it, and they're armed. Not with 1 warhead, but 16 on each of them. They're MERB warheads. And I'm not a nice guy. Okay, I re-triggered those things because Uncle Al knows a little bit of radiation, a little bit of dangerous materials. So the tip with plutonium, I'm not screwing around. You make a threat against us, Uncle Al's going to smack you hard. This is a fictional account. Okay, Uncle Al's really tired. So far, there's been 3 attempts of my life. They say I kill more people than the flu. Could be. But things are getting better. Bay Area is a lot cleaner, less homeless. We have work camps. Everybody works. There's no homelessness, no mental illness. Everybody works. I guess it's Hubble's cat socialist paradise. I don't want to do this. I want to be retired, play golf, goof around. Instead, I'm working 82-hour days doing paperwork. I got a ton of paperwork I still have to do before I hit the bed for about 4 hours. And then I find out that one of the rescue planes I set a week ago before. Are you there? Rescue planes I was trying to set to Canada a week ago crashed in Chicago. I heard from, I think, Michael Signs, there was like a huge fire when the plane crashed into um, the airport. I have no idea. Michael's transmission was really bad. Japan, the Philippines, and Thailand, the third wave caught them off guard, so we're gaining about a third of what they're sending. The civil war between uh, India and no, it wasn't India. It was China. China and um, there's North China and South China. South China got backing of India. North China is backing Pakistan. Well, guess what? Pakistan got their ass kicked. So India has nukes with southern China. They have the Pakistani nukes. The nukes so far is some Russians in Siberia, northern Chinese, and the new state of North Korea. No idea about that. The North Koreans did invade some parts of Alaska. Last I heard was hand-to-hand combat out there. No word on Mexico. I think they lost about a third of the population. They lost 50 million, and they're really paranoid. They don't let nobody come in from the south or the north. And if you're not from Mexico, they don't test you, you get shot. I heard there was like street people getting shot. I heard from the radio that the government are shooting people. If you're not a Mexican citizen, you get shot. Period. No screwing around. So they're really desperate. Now, I did open up for trade for fish and food and oil. And I got flow coming back and forth between Mexico, but that's about it. And we're pretty well quarantined in the States and Mexico too. They're not taking any chances. I heard there was a big rush from LA to the Mexican border. They blew up. You know, when you landmine about 400 yards of the border, you blow up. Sorry this is taking so long. It's the only time I could relax and try to contact Hubble's cat. Uh, Between the slavery and also, before I close this out, I would like to shout if anybody's still out there. Um, we have a weird problem. Not only I have problems with raiders, I have problems with cannibals. And it's the weirdest bunch of cannibals I ever seen. I think my system's giving me trouble. I hope this lasts. I'm having problems with cannibals, and it was coming from an unexpected source. Remember, I used to talk about men go their own ways and women's going to end up like crazy cat ladies? Well, it's worse than that. I have crazy single moms trying to feed their kids and they're killing people and eating them. Also, single women in their 20s killing and eating people. I'm tired. In LA, I just gunned down, not gunned down, this is fictional. In LA, I had orders to round them up and remove these people. I'm trying not to sound violent, but they were eating people. They had stew pots of cooked people, and they were feeding their kids. They had no glimmer of humanity in their eyeballs. They looked really good. They were tan, well fed, and they had great makeup and clothing, but they're cannibals. All right? And they ate a lot of people. They had kids in cages. Okay, that pisses the hell out of me. Black people, Hispanics, and Asian in cages, and they were eating them. My palsy's kicking up. My head hurts. I got paperwork from the UN explaining why did I shoot these people? Why couldn't I put them in treatment? I wrote back, they're eating people. Okay, Hubbles, I hope this helps you out. This has been a fictional account. I'm still here, Ontario Pepper. I'm not dead yet, and they haven't eaten me. So Uncle Alan's still alive. I'm putting up a good fight, but it's getting harder. Like I said, we still have good stores of food. Food, water, agricultural, not a problem. We're having problems with cannibals and other things, but I got everything settled down and straightened. Our big headaches are cannibals, Democrats, crazed people, people with power. Silicon Valley, that's another headache. But I went over too many minutes. I hope it goes through. I'll see you, Hubbles. Sorry about Kitty. Good luck.